Hey everybody, favorite bisexual, like, subscribe. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about something. Alright, so I was lying naked in bed, and if you want to see me nude, speaking of being in bed nude, this is my Patreon, full frontal nudity, check it out. Anyways, I was just thinking about gender norms. There's a lot of things that are acceptable for women, but not for men. Why is that? Let's look into this further. And what I mean is about how women can be boyish without any issues or any problems. They can wear jeans, baggy clothes, baseball cap, be one of the boys, be a tomboy, hang out with guys, do guy things, sports, be into cars, and that's perfectly fine. Nobody bats an eyelash about it at all. But when boys or guys do feminine things, if a guy would be walking around wearing a dress, having lipstick and eyelasher on, like, eye makeup, in a mini skirt, walking down the street with a Barbie in hand, for whatever reason they would have for a grown man walking down the street in a dress and playing with the Barbie. But the point is, somebody would probably have an issue with that. There'd probably be alpha men just tearing that person down. But when you really think about it, why is that? Why are women allowed to be masculine and do boyish things, but yet if a man is any kind of feminine or does anything that's remotely linked to femininity, like wearing a dress, wearing makeup, right? If a man wears women clothing, all of a sudden the world starts falling apart and there's absolute chaos. But then you see a woman just wearing what a guy would be wearing: jeans, t-shirts, and a baseball cap. Well, then all of a sudden everything changes. Nobody really cares. Nobody really makes a big deal about it. It's really fascinating when you think about it, really. Now, this video isn't really to make like a point, really. It's just to kind of like make you think about, why is that? It's kind of bizarre in its own sense. Some people say this video is probably bizarre, and this even questioning is bizarre. But everybody's weird in their own way, I suppose. But I mean, this is what this channel is about. This channel is for people that might be considered abnormal or told they're abnormal, and this is a channel for you to be able to be okay with being whoever you are, despite what people might think of you. Sexuality, mental health, body positivity. This is about what this channel is about. especially with my nude Patreon. My Patreon where I'm fully nude all the time, every video. I'm not perfect. I don't have six-pack abs, nor do I have an enormous penis either. But I'm still confident. It's about being okay with being who you are. It's about dressing the way you want to dress, and if you want to put on some makeup, some eyeliner, because it makes you feel good about yourself. That's what it's about. Right? Feeling good about yourself. Not everybody's going to like you, and there's always going to be people shitting down on you. And other people might have a problem with you doing what you do and being who you are, providing it does no harm to other people. Well, it's about your mental health and how it makes you feel. Never mind about if it makes somebody else feel uncomfortable or anything like that. I mean, yeah, sure. There are things that if it makes people uncomfortable, okay, yeah, you have to not ignore that. But if the person that's uncomfortable doesn't really have to be there, they're there because of their own choice, or they can leave, or you can leave if that's the case. But what it comes down to is that your mental health is more important than somebody else's uncomfortability. Using common sense and not doing something that makes you feel comfortable, that makes other people feel uncomfortable, depending on what situation you're in. If it's you're in a situation where you don't really have control over the situation where you're at, well, it's good to respect other people's boundaries and stuff like that. But in other cases, if they come into your space and invade your privacy or your private place that you're in, well, this is a different story. Well, this video is losing steam, so hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hope to get you in the comments. See you later.